Hi everyone. Last week I gave a brief update on the state of play with regard to our return to regular church gatherings. The New South Wales State Government has said that we can gather from the 1st of July without a 100-person limit, providing we have a building that allows for 4 metres squared per person. Now, as I mentioned last week, this is a game changer for our church because it means that we don't need now to run parallel gatherings at St Peter's and Carinya for Sunday at 10 and Sunday at 4 services. If we hold those services at Carinya, we'll have plenty of room to accommodate all adults and the children's programs with the required social distancing measures in place. So our plan now is to restart our normal 4 gatherings on Sunday the 26th of July. Sunday at 8 will be at St Peter's as usual. Sunday at 10 and Sunday at 4 will be at the Carinya Auditorium, and Sunday at 6 will be at St Peter's as usual. Now, this is a far better outcome made possible by the relaxation of gathering restrictions, and I'm looking forward to celebrating together on that date. Preparations are now well underway to ensure we can gather safely according to government and diocesan regulations. A team of 12 COVID-19 wardens has been recruited and given job descriptions. These people, along with 2 helpers each, will have a training hour on Sunday the 5th of July at 2 p.m. at St Peter's, so that we'll be fully ready for the restart. Set up and pack down teams for both sites have already been recruited, and that will ensure smooth running of all services as well. Tech teams and magnification teams for each service are also coming together for the restart. On Sunday the 19th of July, we'll have a dry run at the normal times at St Peter's for Sunday at 8 and Sunday at 6, and at Carinya for Sunday at 10 and Sunday at 4. Set-up teams, COVID-19 teams, tech teams, kids program teams and pack-down teams will all do their thing at the assigned time on that day. There'll also be a watch party for the final pre-recorded online service at the sites for those team members at the normal service times. Now, this dry run will ensure we iron out any logistical problems before we gather for the real deal on Sunday the 26th of July. Now, I'd like to thank those who've agreed to lead all of those teams on your behalf and ask you to pray with me for them and their team members in the lead up to the relaunch date on Sunday the 26th. Can I encourage you all to embrace the opportunity to return to church on that day to celebrate who we are as God's gathered people? During our Revelation series over the last few weeks, we've glimpsed the heavenly gathering of all God's people around his throne. And the scriptures tell us that our gatherings to worship now are a foretaste of that gathering to worship then. In Hebrews 10, we're urged to spur one another on to love and good deeds, and not to give up meeting together, but to encourage one another, and all the more as we see that day approaching. So it's clear what God's word would have us do as his people. As I see it, there's 2 possible things that might stop us from gathering once again. One is fear, driven by the love of security, and the other is laziness, driven by the love of comfort. Friends, can I say we must not fall into either trap come Sunday the 26th of July. Rather, let's come together to be who we are. In 1 Peter 2, the apostle reminds us that we are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people belonging to God, that we may declare the praises of him who called us out of darkness into his wonderful light. The good news is that we have room for everyone to come together to do just that on Sunday the 26th of July. Pray with me that God will be honoured as we do.